What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. You're just a murder machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the adventure. I'm Yima Quinn, and I'm the Game Master facilitating the world.
Hello, I'm Damek, and I am playing Samuel.
Hi, I'm Dabbles, and I'm playing Bata, the bear barbarian. He comes from the lands up north, and he is exploring worlds outside of his homeland.
I am Pony. I will be playing Theron the Sergal, who has a lust for adventure and is definitely not a rogue.
I'm Hawk. I'm playing Arden, a talented and brilliant mage coming from the capital of Atlas.
Okay, so the third day rolls around, and there's another cart on the road.
Dun dun dun.
Who's asleep and who's awake? Who's driving?
Probably Theron.
Okay.
So nighttime.
It'd be nighttime going into the morning, since she's doing the graveyard shift.
Can we all agree that we would probably wake everybody up as a general rule?
You can try.
At least it wouldn't be out of character to try.
No.
Okay.
Especially since we're all well rested.
Yeah, it's
Is
a pretty,
anybody asleep?
pretty small wagon.
Probably everybody except for you.
Just for me. Okay.
Wagons coming up at a leisurely pace.
I do a high-pitched whistle.
Just like
To us? Or
Yes.
The other cart hears, and they start rushing forward.
I wake up.
Is this a listen?
Yes,
To wake up.
that's a high-pitched whistle.
So Sam wakes up.
No.
You are really good at forcing these things out of you.
He hears Theron and it's just like,
Enough already.
I wake up and ruffle Arden's head because he's not waking up.
Arden will briefly enjoy the motion until he actually wakes up, and then wait, just stops and slaps the hand away.
Hey, get up. We got...
What?
What's up, Theron? What's going on?
Oh, what was it again? A cart?
Yeah. It pulls up next to yours now. And as it pulls up, the colorful sign on the side becomes readily visible. Because there are some lanterns on the side of this cart that are popping on. And it says, Muldred's Magical Extraordinary Emporium of Mysterious Objects. With a pull of a rope on the inside, that side of the cart folds in on itself like a unicorn and just flows downward. And there's this little itty bitty-ish kind of,
Is this while we're moving?
yes. It is
for
comical.
some reason, in case you're gonna stop.
It is as comical as it sounds.
Oh, no, I stop. Right, that's like the road. We can't go past them, right?
Oh, they're alongside you. You could totally just keep going.
Oh.
Welcome to my Emporium of Magical Wonders, says the little bat person.
Rat person?
Bat.
Oh, bat person.
Oh, they're a bat.
Hello.
Do they bat their eyes at us?
Yes.
Quiet you.
Are we
Well, is it night?
Night going into morning.
Dawn. I'm so happy to be up at dawn. Hello.
I would like to sell you magical objects of great worth.
Huh.
Would you like to own powerful magical objects of great worth?
Whoa. Whoa. I stopped the cart.
Whoa.
Whoa, Nelly.
Oh, how's
No, actually, it's Let me ruffle my things. Susie and Marcus.
Whoa, Susie.
Jesus, you can't remember anything's names.
What are you interested in?
What you got?
Well, I have potions. I have scrolls. I have other things. I have
While the bat
rings.
person's talking, I knock the cart and be like, "Fellas,
I get out of the cart, and I go over to Susie and Marcus, and I start petting them because they're doing such a good job.
I even have these really big weapons.
My ears perk up.
I have this really big hammer. I've got this really big mace. I've got this really big tree trunk.
You're selling a tree trunk?
It's been blessed.
Blessed tree trunk.
It's
detect magic."
it's all good.
Wait, no, actually, there goes detect bullshit.
Does she also have boogaloos?
She has a Herculean beetle.
Ooh.
She's got a can opener.
I am impressed.
Oh, are you going over and being like, "Ooh."
Yeah, actually I am. But not poking.
Oh, look, it's cute. Poke, 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 poke.
I think a bug would be fine with poking, actually. It's like got a carapace.
Yeah, put on a helmet and let me poke you with it.
What would you like? What would you like? I'd like to get your money. Legally.
Well,
That's an
as I-
important stipulation to make.
So you're saying just a mace, a hammer, and a tree trunk? In that?
Well, I've got scrolls and potions and wands and sticks.
You could probably use some healing potions.
Oh, I'm all out of those.
Arden pets Theron's back.
Any hair restoration potions?
No.
Theron tosses something.
I also have lots of alcohol.
Oh,
Very cheap.
I think we have enough.
Then Sam
Oh, I
says,
thought I tossed my chalk at you.
What?
ooh, chalk. Puts it away.
Miss Renshaw, you want to see what Miss Muldred has? to
That's
say?
right. Miss Muldred.
Miss Muldred.
I am notably curious, yes, but a touch suspicious that you would be just peddling all of this just because you encountered something.
Oh, I noticed you had magic in your possession, so I assumed you might be in the market for more.
I am peeking into her wagon, just curiosity.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
Wait, how did you know that?
Because she can use magic herself.
Yes.
I lean over to Arden and whispers like, normal thing to do?
Detect magic is a fundamental spell of most arcane casting. It allows us to see magic, and being able to detect magic is being able to understand magic. It's one of the first spells any common wizard would use.
Sounds shady to me, but alright.
I see your scabbard is quite powerful.
I'm sorry, she doesn't understand things.
Is that when we go RE style? And she goes, I'll buy it at a high price.
Well, what would
So-
you be interested in?
So you have no healing potions?
No, I sold them all to fellow up the road.
That darn fellow up the road.
Fellow up the road.
Like in front of us?
Oh, an hour or two ahead from where I was.
Oh, so they were coming the opposite direction.
Yeah, they had mentioned they were headed toward a festival.
Oh, in the swamp?
Yeah, I don't really want to go there myself.
Wait, Gordon's with us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess there's someone else going up there.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey.
Well, okay, so I think I'm pretty adequately covered on scrolls. We don't have healing potions.
Oh, why don't you see what she has?
Do you have a potion of shield, perhaps?
Oh yeah, I got like 2 of those. 12 gold.
That's cheap. Oh my god, that's so cheap.
I'm 40% below normal rates.
I lean over to Arden and go, don't say that to the merchant, please.
I sell at 40% lower than normal rates.
Oh god, this fucking harbor freight of magical items. It'll be enough to get us by, but God knows it'll work right.
We have no official opinion on Harbor Freight as an organization.
Oh right, I'm sorry.
Can potions fizzle?
Disclaimer.
Hema? Can potions fizzle? Is that a thing?
What, like a shelf life?
No, like you try to use it and it's like not made well, so it just doesn't work.
I've done that before, but it's very rare.
Okay.
There's a healing potion I've used before that hurts you before it heals you.
His face.
That's not fair. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not efficient, is what it is. Okay, so the 2 of them for 12.
No, just one of them for 12.
Oh, I see. Yeah, actually, 2 of them sounds fair.
Okay, 24 gold. What else were you looking for, laddie?
Bata's just leaning against Muldred's wagon and looking with sparkly eyes at the big hammer.
It is a decent looking.
Sparkly eyes. Please draw that.
It is a big hammer.
Yep, it's a big hammer and it has the phases of the moons running down the shaft.
Also, I do not say anything and I walk over to Sam and I gesture. I want chalk. I don't say it. I'm like
Snaps your
snaps
fingers.
my fingers
Sam.
and puts out my hand.
Sam puts a paw on her shoulder and says, I'll draw for you.
Theron narrows her eyes and takes a long, deep breath. All right.
With the chalk.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you looking at the great hammer?
Yeah, what's that about?
It's pretty great.
It looks great.
Well, I got this from my travels beyond the wall.
What?
Beyond the mountaintops.
You've been there?
Yes! I got lost once and found a large insect weighed long, and it was the she's trying real hard to remember the minipede. A great minipede.
I'm sitting on the edge of the cart just listening to all this.
And it had succeeded in defeating what I assumed was at one point a group of very brave warriors. So I wanted to make sure that this hammer went to good use in the future.
And so you decided to sell it.
To only a worthy person.
Sense motive.
And the
No, wait, is
cost
that how you check if they're
is
lying?
my payment for acting as its gatekeeper.
15.
She's not lying, but there might be a little more to that story she doesn't want to embellish.
Well, I hope they all treated you well when they were guiding you out of.
Oh no, I could not find anybody. I found the battle, I found a way out. Months later, I was very lost.
Interesting.
That sounds like something that should be returned to your tribe, doesn't it?
Also sense motive on Harden.
What?
You are of the people? Well, I see that could make you a good candidate.
Oh.
As long as you have the money.
Oh.
That's not.
I mean, Miss Muldred, that does belong to the tribes. I do pray tell that maybe it'd be best to give it back.
But I've been taking care of it, making sure it didn't fall into undue care and that it didn't disappear into the soil and get lost for another 100 or 1,000 years.
Well, you know.
So I feel like I should deserve some compensation for carrying it around and protecting it for all this time.
Miss Muldred, think about the serendipitous odds of encountering one of the tribesmen who out here in the swamp, outside of the wall, one might even say that this would go so far as to be destiny, that he would stumble upon this ancestral weapon so that he could return it to his lands, or wield it with honor.
Boy, you better have good diplomacy, because I was going to say that.
Wait, you should help him with yeah.
I assist. Mm.
No.
No.
Maybe some of what she's saying isn't the nicest.
But yes.
I do agree, and I think I should reduce the price I would normally charge somebody.
How
I
much?
think I should charge 20% of the price.
Ooh. Oh. How much are you looking for then?
I want 400 gold pieces.
Jesus!
So Sam walks up to the cart. It's like, "Madam," and he bows with a little
Yeah.
flourish. It's like, when do you think is the next time you will run across one of the people outside of the wall? When do you think you would ever get an opportunity to sell this to anyone who would actually use it?
I'm selling it for 20% of its total value.
Well, I mean, technically,
Well,
But is it even
has no
rightfully
value.
yours to begin with?
it has immense value.
point.
But is it even yours to begin with if you...
I am acting as a gatekeeper and a caretaker.
And normally, caretakers will only hold on to an item until the intended take it.
You guys are like the worst customers.
Really are.
Could you imagine doing this at Blockbuster?
Now we go.
We don't barter at Best Buy. Incidentally,
They aren't-
equipment gets thrown out.
They aren't caretaking a magical artifact for a Reno furry.
It's so weird.
They have
Poor bat person.
Well,
I'll come back to you when you've decided that you'll pay for this
We
service.
I don't even get to roll.
Go for it.
Oh, okay. I guess you're gonna do that. I was gonna say we have things we could offer in barter.
Yeah. Because I get a 24.
Because I'm probably DM.
Okay, that's
Fine, I hate you. I hope you die. I will take your goddamn hammer.
that will have an impact.
Great, it's the big ass monster. All of a sudden, big monster comes out and whacks Sam on the head again.
There's just
Wait, think of that!
a shifting of the clouds over the moon, and then in the darkness it scoots up behind you. And the cloud parts. It's there.
Oh, so you're already like dreaming up like
It's that freaking-
I want to kill him right now.
It's that freaking Scooby-Doo thing where the lights go out for half a second and they're just gone. You're like, what happened? What? Who's that
You
character?
have
Roll.
things you could trade.
Yes, it's nothing too special. There was a pair of boots I found. I suppose they weren't found. They're more given to us, but I don't have any particular need for them.
What? Let me see.
I had her the.
Oh, I will absolutely trade these for that. It's yours.
Oh, 1 second. I'm gonna cast detect magic on the hammer.
It is magical. It's actually kind of a beautiful magic, like it was hand woven.
I'm not sure what that means.
There was great care in whoever enchanted this. The circulatory system of the magic is rather ornate.
On the hammer, not the boots.
The hammer, yeah.
Okay.
The boots is more like a slap job.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Would Bata notice a peculiar glinting of the metal on this particular hammer?
Depending on what stage the moons are at, that's the part of the hammer that's going to glow. The imprint.
The actual make of the metal, not the enchantment.
Oh, the make seems like metal made by his tribes people.
Okay.
You're not gonna say anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not even thank you.
Oh, well, yes. Sorry, we were like...
I'm so glad we did that business. Now,
Thank you so much, Muldred. I'll make...
glad to be of service.
Put this to great use.
Is there anything
Darren
you would
pulls
like?
out her like, what's this? I've also got this burlap shirt. That
The one
it's-
cover shirt.
We got this at Bello, the port of Bello,
I
and
don't mean to be rude. I just don't see anything of value in your hands right now.
She paid 2 copper for that. Oh no, that's right. You got it for free.
I was going to say my compatriot would probably do some detect magic and tell you all about it.
I'm not going to lie to that woman when she can detect magical properties on her own.
You would if I couldn't.
No. I wouldn't, but I'm pointing out the flaw in her thinly veiled attempt to lie to you.
Don't worry, Miss Muldred. We wouldn't try to pull a fast one past you.
What would you like?
Madam Mildred,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any of the more mundane items?
I've got booze.
Is there magical booze?
Yes.
And then suddenly a caribou wizard appears.
What?
Magical booze.
Okay.
Would you like to buy it?
Oh, okay.
That would be 500 gold pieces a bottle.
Booze, not
Whoa!
booze. How much for what now?
500 for a bottle.
Mr. Renshaw.
I'm sorry, and what exactly are the properties of this magical booze?
It has the ability to get people so inebriated they won't wake up on their own.
That's scary.
It's like, whoa.
Oh, potion of coma.
Yeah, that's probably illegal in a lot of cities.
And here it's only 500 gold pieces.
Only.
Let's
Wait,
not.
wait. Does it work on creatures and beasts?
If they can eat, probably.
What is the dosage of such a thing?
I lean over to Bada, or Theron lean over to
situated.
Bada, is like, Bada, let's not buy road roofies, okay?
Could be helpful, I guess. To
Not
sort of
for 500 gold.
something that almost killed us last
So-
time.
So the dosage,
I don't
like, is
think
it like
was
one drop?
half a
Is
drink
it like
with
half the
us.
bottle?
Depends on what you're using it for.
Say
It
someone.
could potentially put a millipede out.
What on earth is in that?
Magic.
What about a?
It causes the body to be unable to properly process the alcohol, so it continues to run through the veins.
What
That is poison.
would you?
Alcohol is poison.
Alright.
The person who made this just enabled it. Sorry, Sam. What were you saying?
Say, how much would it take to like put out my bear friend here?
Blush.
As a as a theoretical statement.
Eighth of a bottle.
Okay.
Do you have any shot glasses?
Samuel,
Theron does not say that.
So I pull out my scroll case. I open
You're
up the
making-
painting of Theron. Sorry, Theron. I said,
Huh?
would you be willing to barter with this?
No.
Thing,
But what did you take?
the art piece.
I would for something else, but not for something of that value. It's quality work, but it's not worth that.
Oh, okay. I just thought you were saying like it's worth way more. I'm like,
No.
tell me, Miss Muldred, are you
Put it away.
a studied caster?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. Do you happen to have any sort of basic or rudimentary instructional books in that matter?
Yes. Yes, I, Madam Muldred, do.
May I take a glance at one of them?
Yes.
Why are you?
I will sell it to
and
you for 20% of its total cost.
May I look at it to see its contents to see if it will be applicable to my student?
Yes. Let me get it for you.
Could
She
you
goes-
stop answering me like that?
Does
Like
Theron know about your book debacle?
like a snake.
Book debacle? Oh,
She
I
does
think
not
I don't think
know.
she does. No.
She Madam Muldred brings back a book with a skull on the front of it. She passes it to you. If you ignore the front part, it's a lot more tolerable.
why does it have a skull on it?
Have a read.
Anime sweat drop appears on the doggo.
I turn the book around. Not.
I take the book from Arden and I open it up.
No.
So I'm very
He's just
curious.
like,
Looks like there's a lot of drawings of bodies in here and how to do weird things with them with magic.
No.
Okay. I was waiting how that sentence was going to end.
This is I see. Okay.
No.
Looks like a lot of like magic that involves affecting bodies.
Dead bodies?
Some of them.
Okay.
Sometimes live bodies.
Sometimes live bodies.
Okay.
Most of the time live bodies.
I just and a little more. And I put the book back on the wagon. Well, not our wagon, your wagon.
You sure that the esteemed magical professional doesn't want to see more of this glorious tome?
Necromancy is forbidden.
We won't tell anyone.
But you could buy it.
Arden brushes his cute little cloak pin to symbolize his order, and it reiterates necromancy is forbidden.
Why?
To
Haven't you ever heard of reuse, repurpose, and recycle?
3 hours of necromancy.
have you heard of let the dead rest in peace?
Well, it's not like you're bringing back the soul.
I mean, you are.
No.
Is
No,
there-
these spells.
Is there like a sense alignment check?
Sense motive. It's a high one, but it's sense motive.
No.
You just rekindle the body.
If anyone in our party had a 10-foot pole,
But there's also
I
a
wouldn't
lot
touch
of
that.
spells in here that can help a living person. So you could just ignore those parts. Maybe rip them out.
Could be good kindling.
That's a lot of money for firewood.
I'll sell it to you for 45 gold.
Does that book only contain necromancy?
Oh no! It also contains abjuration, transmutation, and a little bit of divination.
Very little.
A little bit.
Divination in a skull-bound black book.
Can we get a new cover on that thing?
I do have one other book that could help you.
And
You
what-
may want both of them.
And what is in this other book?
Let me grab it. She grabs it. It's made from some kind of weird leather.
Well, I can't say it's human flesh.
Well, I mean, any leather could be.
See, the problem with this book isn't really what it's made of. Have it open.
How about you open it for me?
Okay, she's trying to position her little arms to open this book that's like the size of her torso. She's like trying to like.
Oh, this is a very large book.
for her.
All right, Bata goes over and
She's a little bat.
helps.
Oh, this side?
Yeah, like 2 feet-ish tall.
Oh, I didn't.
I imagine she's like walking a little platform.
She is. She's got a little elevator.
Yeah. Okay. I thought she was like the same size as the rest of us.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, that's a little less of an absurd request then.
I go over and I hold the book for her so she can.
Okay, she pulls it open, and there's not as much written in here as would be expected from the outside. It actually kind of looks like half of the space of the page isn't used because there's a part of the book that's been cut out, and there's a flask in there.
Ooh, what's in there?
I think whiskey?
Wait a second. So somebody took a wizard's spell book and made it into a flask stash, and there just happens to be a few spells they missed. Is this what this is?
I thought that at first, but then I realized it was just somebody who didn't value the space in their spell book. As much as they valued a good time.
How much for the whiskey?
You don't want the book?
I have no use for it. I don't think Mr. Renshaw here is gonna.
Oh, go come now. It's got a few things in it.
What?
No things. No necromancy, I think.
Oh, so you haven't read it?
No.
Why not?
It's a pretty icky book.
I've been getting pretty tempted by the flask. That's a lot of alcohol. That might kill me.
Oh, yep. It doesn't take a lot.
Stomach-sized flask.
Yeah. Okay.
I once got a hold of a box of some chocolates, and I got very sick. I ate all of them. They were so good.
This is unfortunate.
Oh man.
Death by chocolate.
Well, okay. So, Arden. Well, actually, is Check Magic still running?
Yeah.
Is there anything weird in there?
One thing.
The flask?
No.
No.
No, there's a symbol in the back of it, an arcane symbol, and it looks familiar.
Oh, okay.
It looks remarkably familiar the more you're looking at it. Please make a knowledge arcane check.
Does this all happen like in real time, or does it?
Yeah, like
it's,
while he's looking at it, like.
would you like see it through everything?
Yeah, he's seeing it through the
Like almost like
pieces.
3D or X-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27.
So, this book belongs likely to somebody who passed ahead of you in the college.
Like passed as in died?
Uh,
Or completed the curriculum?
completed the curriculum a year before you.
Oh, okay.
And they were kind of a jerk.
Because they tore a hole in their spell book for whiskey?
Yeah, because they were good at what they did, and they really made sure everyone around them knew just how good they were all the time.
Oh, I know that feeling.
The spellbook doesn't look very full, though.
Okay. And how much for the flask book?
50 gold.
Why is this one more expensive?
Because it has booze in it.
Without the flask.
45 gold.
What?
Because it has room for a flask. that's a selling point.
Well, I need a better basis for trying to teach that child how to use magic.
You're gonna use...
What?
No, please do. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You're gonna teach a child with a book that has booze in it?
Well,
Or is that
actually,
just-
Arden demonstrates. He lifts the flask out of the slot and sets it on the cart. Now it doesn't.
And the alternative is apparently necromancy.
Yeah, let's... Well, I couldn't, Yeah, so 45 without the flask.
Yes.
Okay.
But,
But...
Mr.
Batas.
Great Warrior, would you like that flask? Look how excited he is. You should get the flask. It's cheaper with the book.
Ooh, she's good.
And it's already full.
I'll go
Miss
ahead.
Muldred, you are a monster.
She bows.
Sam will go ahead and pay for the flask and the book.
Thank you, Sam. That's so nice of you.
That was unexpectedly generous of you, Samuel.
That just leaves 45 for the other book.
No, thank you.
No. The GM looks dejected.
Or the bat does.
Muldred looks around. You like danger and excitement.
Do not
Boy,
buy
does
the
she ever.
necromancy book.
It's a book of forbidden.
Sam asks of her, how do you know that?
What?
How does she know that she's in the adventure and excitement?
She's covered in blood.
I forgot. That's what she looks like.
That is a valid
That is a very
observation.
valid. Maybe that's why the necromancy book came out in the first place. It was like,
Oh.
oh, hello, blood-covered person.
It kinda-
Driving a cart.
It kind of helps with her disguise, so.
Yeah, don't stick out
If you
at all.
had this, if you had this and you carried it with you,
If I had that, I'd be bored.
no, you'd use it to intimidate people.
She cannot
Look at this skull. Look at this dark, dark book. I see your weapons. People.
No,
might be
she
more
takes her
willing.
claws and goes, "No, I use these to intimidate people."
Do you know anybody that might like this book?
No, she doesn't.
You sure? Are you that close? Are you married?
No.
Over my dead body.
No. He's a dick, but he's right. Don't know anybody who wants that book.
Anybody else know anyone who wants that book? Anybody at all?
No, I'm sorry, man.
Anyone's interested in the forbidden arts of eternal life?
That is not really a concern for me.
How about you, traveler?
I've been enough places to know what this book would do to me,
It
which is
would-
getting me killed.
That's not true. If you're unable, if you don't have like the mental capacity to actually cast the spells in it, you would just probably be arrested for holding it.
Like you said, Mr. Renshaw, necromancy's forbidden
Yes.
under
Very
penalty
well, I
of
won't
death.
pressure you further. Is there anything else you would like? I've made quite a pretty penny today.
Is there anything that you would need?
I don't know. It sounds like she's only trying to sell me a book.
Okay.
What are you interested in? I have some oils you can put on those claws of yours to enhance them, to make them more dangerous.
Theron looks excited.
She
And
shifts
then-
as she orgasms.
Theron looks excited and then composes herself and goes like, "Oh, really?
Are you
What those be?"
potions of magic claws? Magical claws.
Yeah.
Sharpening
What?
of sharpening.
Like they
Well,
should.
that's an awful long title for a potion.
I've
Potion
got
of
multiple. They aren't very expensive either, but they only work once.
They? How many you got?
I have 10. But I do have something if you want something more permanent. It seemed the potions weren't really doing it for you to start with. I
Okay.
have this amulet that will make your claws permanently more dangerous. As long as you wear it.
Theron
Sorry,
realizes
John.
her mouth is agape and then closes it.
And normally this would cost you 2,500 gold pieces. But here at Muldred's Emporium, it will cost you
10.
1,300.
No deal.
What?
I want it. Not for that.
She doesn't. She just simply doesn't have that money.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What have we told you about not talking to vendors? Please. And I even just push Arden away. Just
Okay, I'll let you dig that grave.
So, you just don't have the money?
no.
Do you have something you could trade with money? I've had this for a while. I'd really like to get rid of it. I'll even reduce it by 100 gold pieces for you.
Just Theron pulls out the dragon's.
Hey, Pot's against use this new hammer.
And off with her head.
Oh well. Well, campaign's over. Let's go home.
Is there anything you've got that could be traded for that?
No. Wait. She's like dangles the burlap shirt again. Like,
Okay, actually, Miss Muldred, are you educated in alchemy at all?
Yes.
You do have something that you can trade that is very unique and potentially very valuable.
To tell.
do tell.
You have a sample of a waterproof paint.
What?
Oh, that's right.
I heard about.
I think Bada has it though.
That does have it.
Your old hammer could also be traded in for value.
Clickety clack. There puts her claws together.
Big puppy eyes at
Oh.
Bada.
So is this like a inky black?
Oh, actually, I pull up the flask that had the stick,
May I?
and then I hand her the little stick with a little bit of it on the end.
The person I met a little earlier was talking about how they were going to get some of this and sell it to to the festival. They were going to make so much money off of it, but they weren't willing to tell me what was in it.
There's another courier.
Yeah, they seemed less like a courier and more like a merchant.
Wait, they have the same stuff that we do?
They were talking about something like this, but they weren't willing to share its secrets with me, not even for a grand sum of money.
Shit, I don't.
How much is
I don't-
grand sum of money?
Gordon's not here.
He is here.
Like, in our
He's
vicinity.
like behind, and he's now that you've stopped, he's kind of fallen asleep because he's been using some
I don't know if he
potions.
was going to be okay with us doing that.
He's kind of out, like a light. If you don't pay attention when you leave, you might lose him.
Theron leans over to Bada and is like, are you guys fine? Do you guys have problems with me, like, in ethics?
I look over to Sam. This is, I guess, courier property. Do you think it'll be missed? It'll be missed?
Just your
Excuse
water
me, Miss
skin.
Batwoman. 1 second, like, while we huddle up here.
Oh, please do.
If it's
If you trade that, the hammer, and 200 gold pieces, I will give you this amulet.
Oof, it's still a lot.
Well, we don't know what's...
what volume are we talking about? Is it just the water skin or the whole box?
I ask
All
for
we're-
anything you can spare. The more I have, the more I can test.
Don't tell her about the rest of it. We only have the wet skin.
Water skin.
Water
skin.
We only have a sample. That's what I
Yes.
say to them.
And
A
that's
sample.
And that's why I kept calling it a sample. And not a batch.
The boy's learning, I say in our little huddle. Have you ever done detect magic on this thing?
Yes, I did.
Nothing?
I'm pretty sure I saw nothing before, right?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's all chemical.
And she wants it?
It's valuable.
Huh. Well, how do you guys feel about this?
The instructions were to say to bring the crate to
Samuel! You're
And you've already gone ahead and presumably taken
some for herself.
The only
the water skin.
It's just a little bit.
So you might as well just go ahead and give it up. It's probably tainted by now and whatever.
When Bada says it's just a little bit, I just lean over with a big smile and be like, mm-hmm.
Sense motive?
I'm not bluffing anything.
Oh, but what?
I'm just liking the fact that you're like...
Oh!
that you're bending... I'm just like, you're bending your, like, strict ethics. I'm just like, that's nice.
Just musing about his lapse in morality.
Yeah, it was just a little bit. I mean, nothing that will be missed.
Gordon has.
Theron
like you-
slowly turns to the last person in the huddle.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh,
But, I mean-
I suggested it. It was my idea. Why are you asking for my consent?
I'm sorry, I guess I just... Okay.
I mean, like, it might be more useful to keep it than to trade it away for.
Theron narrows her eyes.
As Mr. Renshaw has stated, we have a whole batch.
Well, we're not trading the whole batch. So.
No, but we have plenty.
Look at those bad ears perking up. Miss Muldred, how much,
Anything you can spare.
We have plenty of time to make a decision.
Anything you can spare.
And that 19 on diplomacy.
All right, I turn back around to the Batgirl, and I'm like, hey, so what's the deal again?
You give me any of this substance you can spare, 200 gold pieces, and Bata's old hammer, and I give you this powerful necklace,
why do you want the old ones?
so I can put something up on my giant rack of giant weapons.
Oh.
This stuff is, as my compatriots will say, this stuff is pretty rare. You don't see this everywhere. I think we can do without the 200 gold. Especially since you've cut so much off this already. This stuff is...
But I'd rather not make it obvious I bought it from you. So if I just don't mention that in the transaction and there's 200 gold and I just really wanted to get rid of it...
Oh, we will tell them we spent the 1,300 gold you were saying.
Question.
Yes.
Does your water skin say, like, property of Theron or something like that on it?
Yes, and it has a bunch of hearts on it, too.
Crudely drawn, like, with money bags.
She named it Hefty.
No, just... Yeah, on the water skin it does say Theron rules. So...
R-U-L-Z.
Seeing this, Miss Muldred, do you have a container that we can pour this into?
Like, so do you have a glass container? It may be more stable in...
Flask?
I do. It's just if you're gonna give me that, then why not just give me the water skin?
Because we don't...
It's not like you'll be able to use it afterwards.
I don't think I would ever put water in that thing again.
Yeah, but you don't want to know... You want people to know where you got it from, right? And if it says property of...
I point my... Theron points her big black claw at the bat, like, winks. Like, yeah.
Okay, she's gonna go over and grab an empty potion vial, a potion bottle, I should say. It's a fat one. Okay, here. She holds it up. It's like this tall as she is.
And we're all okay with doing this?
We no money too, right? Wait, I say this like, and just the stuff, right? Because I go, oh my god, yes, I guess we'll pay that big amount of money. And here you go, thank you. You strike such a deal.
She actively cringes while she's holding the bottle.
Just start pouring it in the bottle. Okay, Sergal. You and your business transaction ways.
It's better than his.
Here's
So much better.
Here's your amulet.
Snatch.
Yes. Are you gonna put it on?
Oh yes.
As soon as you put it on, your claws feel a little different.
If you kill my claw,
Oh, and then your nails just
pop
fall
off.
I will just murder you. I will just be like,
But not with the claws.
it's like your claws are now made of pudding.
They're silicone.
Oh, she got little soft claws on?
Well, I'd be popular in the whorehouses,
They're
I guess.
Bad Dragon's new thing.
I've got 10 of them.
Oh my god.
God, that bad dragon, that must be like $1,200 on her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need to get going.
Theron's just looking at her claws going, I'm so glad a decision I made. Theron thinks to herself, got me this thing.
Okay, well, when you're done,
Oh, did you still want to buy my very powerful alcohol?
no.
I'm not even paying attention anymore.
Did you want to buy my very powerful alcohol?
Batas looks to Sam.
Do you want to buy my very
Buy it.
powerful?
Oh no.
We
No.
want the flask. Anyway.
No.
Can I go with the
Okay.
heart?
I think we're
So
okay.
good luck to all of you on your travels. I am going to go become fabulously wealthy.
All right.
Fair travels, Madam Mildred.
Pulls a rope and the
Shutters?
shutters come down. And she pops out, jumps on a Herculean beetle, and goes... Psh, psh.
I walk over to a tree and try out my claws.
Sam whispers to Arden,
They're sharp.
how do you think she handles that thing?
And it doesn't feel
Arden
like
shrugs.
the wood is having a dulling effect on them.
I'm sorry. I think I delay everybody by just going and looking at my claws and keep scratching at the...
Darren, you already killed 3 people a week ago.
Allegedly,
few
you
days
didn't
ago.
see anything.
You admitted to it.
Oh.
No, get on the cart.
Okay.
What? Oh yeah, he mentioned a tree. What's the color of the leaves? Just curious.
They're going from a faint green to a dull yellow and red.
Okay.
Theron, you are handed one of the potions of shield.
Ooh. I gotta do this item thingy.
It is a amulet of natural attack +1.
Not only did you admit it, you made Zos an accessory to you.
Well, Zos made himself an accessory to it. So yes, that potion, if you feel like you're going to be in danger because you have such an uncanny ability to do so, drink that first, and it will protect you.
Did you come up to me at the side of the road while I'm next to a tree to give me this potion?
If you're not going to come with a goddamn cart.
Thank you, Arden. With a big circly smile.
Do I still have the water skin? Yeah, I do. I would, right?
Yeah.
I guess I leave the top open so it can dry out paint. What does it smell like?
I guess I have my water skin back too.
It smells really awful.
Never mind. I close it.
And
I wanna use it for something.
and your thank you, Miss Theron, is met by a please don't get yourself hurt more.
Aww. Then gets back in the wagon.
That was short. I'm sure she'll be all right.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just Arden doesn't know how to react to that.
Look, she obviously gets herself in trouble all the time, but she's made it out this far, so.
It's true. We will be probably encountering a significant amount of danger once we get to the spire, and the best we can protect ourselves.
Go on. Ignore me doing my little dance over here.
No. Danger is very, very hilarious. But anyway, yes, we should get back on the road.
I climb up into the wagon and I extend my hand up for Mr. Renshaw. Let's go.
Arden reluctantly takes his hand, and while he's sitting there gushing and blushing and everything like that, he sits there and gives him an expectant look, expecting him to actually help him onto the road.
Oh, and I pull Mr. Renshaw up onto the wagon.
I believe.
So Sam crawls into the wagon after taking a nice long look at the moon. That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
As I crawl into the back of the wagon, I'm looking over the hammer that we obtained. And I am very thankful that we managed to exchange it for the boots. Mr. Renshaw, you know what this is? Since you seem very interested in all that we have to offer.
What's a knowledge check would be associated with identifying what that is?
That would be a difficult history check.
History. That would be a 26.
If you do know anything about it, it's very scant information. It probably doesn't hint at the greater picture.
Okay, and that is?
Well, I imagine he's about to tell you.
Oh,
So
okay.
I feel like if I did...
Mr. Renshaw, this hammer is made out of moonweave metal. It's a special metal that the Guardians gave us a forge that we can make this metal from, this alloy. And it's really strong.
Oh, I hadn't considered any of the metallurgical properties of it. I know it's too big for me to use, so...
It's what's weird is that we normally only give this to the highest warriors that we have, and seeing her with it is a bit strange.
Yeah, judging by the necromancy book that she had and some of her other wares, I believe that woman is a grave robber.
Oh. That... Alright, that explains a lot. Definitely.
In fact, I'm willing to bet that she probably even used that beetle of hers to dig graves because she's so small herself. But,
That's... Yeah, I definitely don't think anybody from back home would have appreciated her grave robbing.
yeah, I don't think many people would have anywhere. But, it looked significant, and, you said that you would protect me if I needed it, so it seemed like the right thing to do is to make sure that hammer ended up in your hands.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. I will do my best.
Good. Put it to good use and do honor to your people, I think, if that's what you do.
So did anyone else hear that conversation?
No, listen. probably not whispering, but I'm also not like telling everyone.
Aaron, go listen about my super expensive magical hammer.
It's not expensive. It has no value.
Well,
Oh.
that was a natural 20.
There's no natural value.
That was a listen,
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Since he was like, he's like talking personally to Arden.
Well, Sam, how do you feel about the conversation?
Sam doesn't say anything.
Okay.
He doesn't let you know that he knows.
Just goes back to drawing.
Bata just ruffles Arden's hair for a second, but remembers quickly that Mr. Renshaw doesn't like that, so he stops.
You're welcome.
Does he like do the thing where he's like,
Yeah, just the hair. Puts the hood back up. Well, good. I'm glad that you like it. Hopefully, when you decide to return to your people, you can return that to its proper burial.
Oh, it's actually pretty hot that someone got buried with it, but maybe it was their favorite hammer. But it'll be passed down to an actual warrior who can use it.
You aren't?
No, I did not go that route.
Well, you seem to be doing pretty good for a herder.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not that hard.
I mean, I know nothing of combat, really. So you looked capable. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going back to end scene.
Where were we?
You were very happy that he had remembered that you had said you would protect him.
Yes, that's right.
Sending you into Fantasyland to make your future projections.
immediately
And his
glazed?
gratitude.
Immediately erect.
Oh god. Just holds the hammer down between to cover his boner or something. Good.